Angie Hot and Flashy, really the OG of mature beauty here on the YouTubes, absolutely loved this foundation. She went on and on about its longevity and how a foundation was finally living up to its claims. That wasn't exactly my experience. This foundation sells for $70, and here I like to invest my time and money so that you don't have to waste yours. This new line from Chanel features their Red Camellia Oil that they are proud of and talk about it being an antioxidant. All of the details about this foundation are in the description box right below. I am 53 years old. I have normal but dehydrated skin. Sometimes it gets dry and flaky around my mouth area. I do have deep lines here in my marionette and my 11s. I don't really have much texture. I put this foundation through its paces: primer, no primer, different sunscreens, and even one kind of foundation super hack that will be at the end of this video. All of it is in chapters down below if there's something specifically you want to see. Day one is no primer day, and you can see this is a pretty thick foundation. It doesn't pump out a very big quantity. The Chanel website says to use fingers or a brush to apply this foundation, so I'm starting with my fingers. I will say that the Chanel foundations I own feel so amazing. They are like liquid silk going on. So I am not surprised that it is going on well with my fingers. Here on the second side, I am going in with a Tarte foundation brush. And not surprisingly, this foundation applied very well both with fingers and the brush. I do like a little more coverage than one pass seems to be giving, so I have gone in on both sides with a second pass at this foundation. Here I am up in my bathroom where there is still a lot of natural light coming in, but I will say that it is drying down a bit. It's not nearly as shiny and luminous as it was, but it does still have luminosity, a little bit more than I'm comfortable with, so I think I'm gonna powder it. That is much better. I hit it with the Derma blend and it knocked down the shine that I was finding objectionable. I was quite careful to not powder under my eyes or my lines here, just so I can see how it wears in those areas. It is a very luminous foundation, and here it is in the natural sunshine. It has now been 4.5 hours since I put this foundation on, and I'm gonna say I'm really glad that I did hit it with a little bit of powder. It's looking quite shiny here in the natural light by my window. Here's some more kind of indoor lighting, indirect natural lighting, and you can see, it's not bad. It is luminous, and maybe luminous is growing on me. This is an 8-hour check-in, and I'm quite glad that I did use powder today. Underneath my bright studio lights, I feel like I'm looking quite shiny, but I've got a photo here from kind of just natural evening light around the house, and it actually still looks really good. I will say I'm not surprised that it has settled into this wrinkle. I am surprised that it settled into this one, but not this one. So I think that's a good thing. What I'm not loving, and Angie Hot and Flashy talked about how this foundation wore great, even with no primer, and today, of course, was not a primer day. I am not experiencing that. Now, I spent about 5 or 6 hours today editing, researching, working on stuff for you guys. And so I did a lot of this. I touch my face a lot when I'm working, and stuff is blooming, so my allergies are going a little crazy, so my nose ran a little bit today. But it's broken up in here and it's largely worn off my chin. So maybe Angie's a lot better at not touching her face than I am. The other thing that it might be, I mean, besides the fact that clearly we have different skin because we are different people, I was using the Dermatology SPF today. And while I thought or think that the Dermatology is a really good dupe for the Ulta MD, I did just order the Ulta MD to be delivered tomorrow morning. Thank you, Amazon. So I can try it with that sunscreen. So we'll see how it goes tomorrow. Here we are on day 2. I am using the LYS primer. It is a very runny moisturizing primer. Also today I have used the Ulta MD sunscreen, same as Angie. And I am going to use the IT Cosmetics brushes for Ulta, the airbrush. I'm using the IT Bye Bye's Pores Pressed Powder to set it today. There's what it looks like. It is a pretty foundation. And here's what it looks like with full makeup. This is my 4th day with this foundation, and I am trying so desperately to make it work. I went back and rewatched Angie's video, and she loves it so much. And I know that she's got combo skin. She's a little oily through the T-zone, but I can't, like in my mind, I just can't reconcile that that is making all this difference. So I am doing my best to follow her routine. I used the Ulta MD sunscreen. I set my timer and I let it dry for 20 minutes. I don't have... That's my cat that sounds like a duck. Really, Mittens? I don't have the same primer that she used, so today I'm going to be using the Milk Hydro Primer. I've had good luck with this primer in the past. Let's see how it goes today. Well, gosh dang, I just got done doing my makeup, and when I look in the mirror, this is so pretty. It really is a beautiful foundation. I absolutely have my fingers crossed today that I can make it work. If you are enjoying this video, show me some YouTube love down below. Go ahead and like, subscribe, and ring that bell. Here on my 5th day with this primer, I am using the Shiseido Waso Primer. This is a mattifying primer, and I am trying to counteract some of the luminosity. Now my super hack. 1 pump of Chanel and 1 of Estee Lauder Double Wear. For me, Double Wear is a very mattifying foundation. It's also long wearing, so I'm hoping that the mattifying counteracts some of the luminosity in the Chanel and that the longevity helps it wear better on my nose and chin. I'm using the BK Beauty foundation brush today. I know I might pay a price early in the day being a little bit drier, but I'm hoping that it wears better throughout the day. And here's what it looks like. On the other side, I am using the Super Sponge. This is a beauty blender type sponge that has been coated with silicone. It doesn't absorb product. I am in my car in the bright sunshine, and I will say that the hack might be paying off. I feel like I look luminous without being shiny, and in the bright sunshine, that is saying something. It's been over 6.5 hours since I put the foundation hack on, and I just got done looking in my 10x mirror. I am happy to report that I still have foundation on my nose and on my chin. And yes, that it looks luminous without being shiny, which certainly was not my experience over the last several days with this foundation. So maybe that's something that will make this foundation work. I will say that if you like a luminous look, that this foundation really is gorgeous. Or if you're looking for a foundation that you only need to last about 4 hours, that would be great. If you are like me and have normal, dry, dehydrated skin and you've tried this foundation, will you let me know down below in the comments if your experience was more like mine or Angie's? I am so curious about this. If you're enjoying this video, you'll probably also like this foundation video, which will also be on the end screen in just a moment with a complete playlist of all my foundation reviews. Thank you so much for watching and have a fantastic day.